All right, y'all. Welcome to the Awareness Channel. My name is TC. So, one hell of a weekend. One hell of a weekend for white America. The white on white crime got out of control. I'm sure by now y'all heard about all of the madness that white men engaged in over the weekend. It was just crazy. But what I want to talk about is the constant drumbeat from, coons who seem to think that they can continue to make money off the grift of getting on the internet and trashing black people. I made a whole list of them. It's a whole goddamn industry. There's Candace Owens, obviously. There's the Hodge twins. There's Nick Fuentes. There's Officer Tatum. There's Myron Gaines. There's his partner Walter. Their whole shtick is getting up on the internet and trashing black people. Sit there and go on and on and on. And I'm gonna talk about all of that nonsense them white folks did over the weekend. But this been in my head, and this is I got to get it out there because it's important information. The grift is an industry all by itself. You get on the internet and you talk shit about the same three black people, and you just rinse and repeat year after year, and the sponsors will pay you. Apparently, because Candace Owens, when I first heard about her, I said that I thought that she'd have been washed out by now. But no, she caught on. Because the white folks loved hearing her talk shit about black people. Now, she on the downside of the mountain, but she did make some money. Then the Hodge twins, I think they peaked, and they on the downside. You know when you peak, when you start to get when a Negro whisperer has peaked and outlived his usefulness to the dominant society, right? You start to slide down the other hill, the other side of the mountain. You start getting Negro wake-up calls on the regular. You start getting them wake-up calls on the regular. And like I said, if you in that sphere and you get a wake-up call, you got to realize it's a wake-up call before you wake up to the wake-up call. You dig me? Otherwise, you're just going to keep on functioning and think that you can still, run your hustle a little bit longer. Because the truth of the matter is you can, because by now, a lot of these old coons have built up millions of followers and people that have joined their channel and shit. Just to hear them get up there and talk that dumb shit. All the way till they can't talk it no more. About the same three people. Pookie, Ray Ray, and Shaniqua. Pookie, the dope dealer. Ray Ray, the gangster. And Shaniqua, the welfare queen, mother with the 7 kids and 7 baby daddies and all of that shit. They talk about the same 3 motherfucking people. Straight across the board. And they just make millions of dollars off of it. You would think people would catch on. You know what I mean? You would think white folks would catch on, but no, they just love hearing that shit. I saw a video, yesterday? This European dude. He was tall and skinny and had long hair. He wasn't British, but he was definitely European, and I don't know what the fuck country he was from. But he posted a video talking about how people on welfare in the United States live better than the people in, he named a bunch of countries. And he specifically mentioned black people. Like his European ass knows something about black people in America. But anyway, he thinks that the average person on welfare in the United States, black people, because of all the bullshit he's been looking at on the internet and all of the coons he's been listening to and all of that. You know. But he's messed up on a bunch of different levels, not the least of which he don't know. Now, first he mentioned that the average black person gets $600 a month on welfare. One level is wrong, and most black people aren't on welfare, my dude. And the ones that get assistance also work because it's been a requirement since the 90s. And we've known, us woke people have known since the 1970s at least, that there were far more white folks using the welfare system than there ever was black people. Because you go into them fucking offices downtown where the welfare workers work at, and you got to jump through hoops to get that little bit of money. And a lot of them sisters back in the days was like, it ain't worth it. You dig me? But then white women jumped all over that free money because, you know, they was minorities too. Their divorce rates and shit and niggas walking out and baby daddyism and baby mamaism is just as high as ours. So they was all over them food stamps and all over that money. But every time you see a welfare mother or a gangster or something like that on TV, they'll show you the black person. There could be 50 goddamn white folks out there and 3 black people, and they're going to go right to the goddamn black person when it comes to showing who getting assistance. And they've been running that goddamn loop since the 1970s to 2025, and now it's a whole damn cottage industry. Pookie, Ray Ray, Shaniqua. Ain't no middle class black people. That what is our GDP? So a multi-trillion-dollar GDP, let's say, in the black American community. Where that money coming from? Because it ain't coming from the government. They ain't giving the black community no $1 trillion every year to spend back into the economy. You dig me? That's because we work. That's because we work. If we didn't work, the motherfucking fields would be full of niggas because they done put all of the migrant workers out. But we busy. And we never get talked about. All you hear about is the same 3 people I just fucking mentioned. And these individuals who sit up here and don't do nothing but punch down on them, they always need somebody to beat up on. Now, when they get done talking about black people, every once in a while, they'll switch over to homeless or the gay community or poor people in general. They'll start trashing them for a little while. But they always seem to somehow circle back around to us. But it's a good hustle. It's nice work if you can get it, I guess. I can't do it. I can't get up here and trash my own motherfucking people to make some money. That's why I keep a regular job and a pension and shit. You dig me? But I just wanted to get that out there. Just to let y'all know that there's a whole fucking cottage industry built. A lot of people already know it. But don't believe a goddamn thing that come out of them coons' mouths. Nothing. Because it's all bullshit and they're saying it just to make money. They don't believe any of that shit. Well, the Hodge twins might, because, you know, they got some special problems. But most of them don't mean a goddamn thing they saying. And if they do believe it, if they do believe what it is they're saying about the black community and black people, then they got a serious motherfucking mental problem, and you can tell them I said it. Anyway, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. And thanks for coming by and listening to me talk my shit. And I'll catch you on the next one. TC, and I'm out. Peace.